Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2020 edition of the Top 5 Online Dreamcast Games. I really can't get over the fact that it's the year 2020 and we're still playing Dreamcast games online. And to think that some people say the Dreamcast is dead, that couldn't be farther from the truth. In fact, it seemingly keeps gaining more momentum every day. In the online multiplayer space, we continue to get more games online and more players to play them. Last year, we surpassed 2,000 registered players on Dreamcast now, and that number keeps growing every day. There's never been a better time to get your Dreamcast connected to the internet. We now have the ability to play 22 different online games, with more to come in the future. So what games are the cream of the crop? Which ones are the absolute best? Here are the top 5 online Dreamcast games of the last year. For the first time since our 2017 top 5, Worms World Party has made the list, with 8% of the votes. It's not entirely surprising, as our regular Friday game has seen a good increase in popularity as of late, which is both a good and bad thing, as most of you who have played the game online know how finicky it can be. The developers clearly didn't put a whole lot of time into making sure the network code was rock solid. That aside, it's my personal favorite online Dreamcast game. The plethora of weapons, maps, game modes, and sometimes unpredictable physics means that no two games are ever the same. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those unpredictable physics, the laugh-out-loud moments we've had while playing Worms are too frequent to count. Throwing a banana bomb and watching the crazy chain of events that inevitably follow just never gets old. Oh, and did I mention one of the weapons in the game is a concrete donkey that falls from the sky? Yeah, a freaking concrete donkey. I could go on and on about how much I love this game, but I think you get the gist. I'd just end the list here, but sadly some of you think there are better online games. Psh, whatever. Just barely squeaking by Worms with 9% of the votes this year is Chuchu Rocket. After all these years, these Chuchus are still trying to escape the Kapu Kapus and blast off in their rockets to... now that I think of it, I have no idea where they're going. Also, how are they navigating these rockets when they don't even have any arms or hands? I probably shouldn't be trying to make sense of this game. Anyone who tries will inevitably end up in a padded cell at some place called Happy Acres. It all makes sense though when you think about it. Chuchu Rocket is all about the confusion, overloading your senses with way too many stimuli for the average human to comprehend. Just place down those navigation arrows and hope for the best. Before you know it, the game will be over and you'll have won and you won't even know how. It's a ton of fun though, at least I think it is. It's all just kind of a blur really. It was a close race between this and our second place finisher this year, but Alien Front Online took third place after a tiebreaker vote. Without a doubt, this is one of the most impressive showcases for the Dreamcast online capabilities. How Sega managed to pull off this 8-player real-time voice chat action fest of a game with only a 56K connection is beyond me. They must have somehow adapted blast processing to supercharge that Dreamcast modem. Regardless of what black magic they used, it's one heck of a game. Even before I experienced the joy of playing this game online, it was one of my favorite games on the console. The 60 frame per second arcade-style alien versus human action is fun as all get out. Taking the experience online brings it to a whole new level though, and there's nothing quite like hopping into some sort of robotic alien arachnid and calling upon the heavenly meteors to strike down the enemy human scum. Every one of you will be wiped from the face of this planet, and we shall claim it as our own! Sorry, got a little carried away there. Alien Front Online, great game. Fragging its way into second place this year is Quake 3 Arena. It's a classic in its genre and still going strong today with re-releases and even in-browser ports. Yeah, you can play the game in a stinking web browser. Has science gone too far? It's no surprise that it still ranks highly when it comes to the Dreamcast's library of online games. Quake 3 Arena was part of Sega's attempt to get PC gamers on the Sega bandwagon. They wanted to prove that their console could do anything a PC could do, and they certainly did that. Not only does this port of the game run great, it also kept PC gamers happy with support for keyboard and mouse controls. It was also the very first game to support the broadband adapter, which was extremely forward-thinking considering the peripheral wouldn't be released for more than a year after Quake 3 Arena hit store shelves. At the end of the day though, Sega accomplished the goal of proving that the Dreamcast could do what no other console before it could: fast-paced online arena shooter action over a high-speed connection with the precision control of a keyboard and mouse. Blast processing does it again. Oh, is this number one again? Seriously? Isn't this getting old? Well, apparently 20 years isn't old enough, as Phantasy Star Online is still going strong, garnering 16% of the votes this year. What can I say? It's the game that started the online multiplayer revolution. Fortnite wouldn't exist without PSO. Wait, is that a good thing? Well, anyway, regardless of my hope year after year that some knight in shining armor will come along and defeat the dragon that is PSO, there's no denying that it will continue to be the game that everyone thinks of when it comes to online multiplayer on Sega's final console. For many, it was the first time using the magic of the internet to explore a digital world with players on opposite ends of the globe. No longer did physical location matter. The world was united with a common goal of saving Ragal from ultimate destruction at the hands of the evil Dark Fowls. Of course, he never seems to stay dead, which is, I guess, the whole reason we're still playing PSO to this day. I guess we'll just have to keep trying. And there you have it, 5 of the best Dreamcast games for your online multiplayer enjoyment. I might have to expand this to a top 10 at some point, as this list simply can't contain all the amazing online games that are on offer, especially considering that list of games keeps on growing. If you haven't gotten your Dreamcast online, I don't know what you're waiting for. With 2,000 plus players and a huge variety of games, there's simply no excuse for it. Stop playing Fortnite and get over here, jeez. Well anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.